Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is January 24th. It is Tuesday, January 24th, 8 o'clock on the dot in the morning, a.m., 8 a.m. in the morning. Welcome to the live broadcast show of Bronx Girl. I wanted to try something different because I do want to take my channel in a different direction, with the same formula technique, but different topics from YouTube and probably current events. So thank you. Good morning, good times. Good time is in the building. Thank you for coming in. Good times as you always do and speaking as you always say. Good morning to you. Well, good times in here. So I wanted to share that. I wanted to talk about something different. But it's surrounding the YouTube topic. Is good morning, Lasania. How are you? Good morning. We're gonna this live will be a little bit and not intense but light and heavy, so we'll go from light to heavy. I wanted to come and just because I didn't come yesterday. Good morning, Lois, and say hello to everyone and talk about all the topics that is going on in YouTube. And if you want to participate, crowd participation, audience participation is always welcome. Shout out to the replay gang and shout out to the bush watchers. Shout out to the podcast listeners. You all have the best seat in the house. So I just have to change it up a little bit. And welcome everyone. I hope everyone is having a great start to their morning. And anyone that's listening from near and afar, thank you. I appreciate you. All feedback is welcome. We are a neutral channel and will remain one. I'm not feeling my best, but up and at it on. I'm sorry to hear that, Lasagna. I hope your day go a little bit smoother, as the day progresses. Just take it easy. You're entitled and to have a day that you could just sit back and relax. So I hope your day is going well, for the most part. Um, did I say the weather? Well, did I announce the weather? Yes, 36 degrees this morning. I went out. Zachary's on the bus. He get on the bus early in the morning. I go do what I have to do. I come back. I wanted to come early because I feel like this is a good slot for me right now to come early and speak to the crowd and to the supporters. Just to start your day, so I could take me along with your morning to start your morning, whether you're listening with your headphones or cleaning up or driving or just cooking or relaxing. I'm gonna make this an easy, pleasant show for you. Good morning, Dana Dane. How are you? Dana Dane is in the building. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, listeners. Listen, my days, I thought I could do Mondays and Fridays, but I didn't go live Monday yesterday because I felt like there was nothing to talk about. After Friday's live, I was just checking out, listening to the regular typical commentary about everybody, what they got going on, the doxing, just the nasty downright people that take pride in what they do, because I feel like many people on YouTube, this side, take pride in what they do, whether it's commentary, whether it's doxing, whether it's just nasty, downright filth coming out their mouth. They take pride in what they do. They should, because if that's who you are, that's who you are. So, but I wanted to follow up. It's not too many things to follow up with about what's going on. The people that's doxing, they're going to continue to dox, right? Because that's what they're like good for. The people that post on their community walls every 5-10 seconds about a little piece of tad bit information they get, that's what they're going to do, right? So I was I was just looking at YouTube. Good morning, Altina. I said Altina. Alnita. Did I say right? Can I call you Ali for short, or Thea? Which one you prefer, Thea or Ali? Thank you for coming in, and we talk about on this channel, on this side, because I'm a G. My supporters are G's too. We brave, we step in, and we do what we have to do, and then we leave. We come, and we leave. So that's what I want this live to be about. I know that the last live I did, I was following up on some things. Good morning, Glendon. Good morning, Charmel Adams. Good morning, ladies coming in. Let's do a roll call. Good morning, good times. Lasagna, good morning, is a member. Thank you for being a member, Lasagna, the Gemini. Good morning, Lois. How are you? I had an aunt named Lois. She was so, like, my father used to call her, what's Popeye's wife name? Because he said she remind her of Popeye's wife. I can't think of her name. If you could think of her name in the chat, please type it in. Popeye's wife. I forgot her name, but he used to call her Popeye's wife because she said she looked like her. But her name was Lois also. Dana Dane is in the building throwing up the lions. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thea is in the building. Charmel is in the building. Glendine is in the building. Olive oil. Yeah. Yeah, that's her name. Olive oil, that's what he used to call my Aunt Lois, olive oil. Olive oil was off the hook. Yeah, I haven't watched Popeye. The cartoon, I feel like cartoons is like, bring back so many memories. It's just I love cartoons. I love kid shows. I'm not gonna lie, I share that with my supporters. I love watching children's shows with Zachary, even with my children, even on a day by myself, I go watch children's shows. Good morning, Brittany Allen. Brittany, welcome to the chat, Brittany. Vicky So Blessed, welcome to the chat. Good morning, y'all. It's 29 and freezing. Where you from, Vicky So Blessed? It's 36 here. Feel good outside. Feel like a beautiful fall day. So yeah, so he used to call her olive oil. It was just funny. My father have names for everybody. So if he meet, like if I bring a friend over and he get to know them, he'll give them a nickname too, and they'll take it and they'll appreciate it. So welcome to the chat. Listen, y'all, let's get into it. Allie or Lynn or Thea. Okay, I'll call you Allie. I like Allie. North Carolina. Okay. Vicky So Blessed is hailing from North Carolina. Welcome to this morning chat. North Carolina. It's 36 degrees here in New York. It's nice outside. It's cloudy. It's not a sunny day. I hope the sun do come out. It's supposed to come out, but so let's just take it light. Let's have some fun with this live, and then we'll get into the mechanics of it. Because I did want to touch on Latrice and what's going on with her. Y'all know that I'm not here to parent or, excuse me, give unsolicited advice to anyone. I really don't like giving advice. It's not advice. It's just a how you say the speculation is just the observation on what I see, and it's mighty different from the other side. I guess you want to say, since y'all call it one side versus the other side. Okay, so we'll do it like that. Glendine from New York. It's 31 here. Where you from, Brittany? I forgot where you from. I have heard your lies. You have said where you from. 31. I know when it get cold, a lot of people don't like the cold, and I think it's funny when people come and they complain about the cold. I'm like, oh my goodness, I love the cold. So it's just so funny. So when you hear me complaining about the heat, do y'all know that it's just like, oh, okay, she loved the cold, so she complained about the heat. Arkansas. Oh, thank you, Brittany, for sharing that. Brittany is from Arkansas. I gotta, get the history of Arkansas because I like to get to know people that come in here and show support. That's the best way I could show my appreciation for y'all coming in and supporting the live and just showing how you feel about my broadcast. So listen, I left off on how I felt about certain things. Good morning, Fanny. How are you, Fanny? Fanny is in the building. Thank you, Fanny, for stopping by. I appreciate you so much. You have been here before and you here now. So that means that, I'm doing something a little bit right, just a little bit, just a little bit. So I was here Friday talking my crap. So I just want to get it out the way. Danya did a skit on me. I just was like, oh my gosh, okay, whatever. She dressed as me and put a picture up. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, whatever. Try again. Um, after I did that live on Friday, people had their commentary. I guess they were dragging me. I guess they were roasting me. I guess they were whatever they were doing. It didn't stick. I'm like, are you done? Are you done? Okay. If you're not done, continue to do so. Let me know when you're done, and then I'll rate your performance. That's it. That's all. After I summed up my relationship with my ex mod, I have not spoken to her. I've not reached out to her. Same here. She have not reached out to me, and that's probably for the best. Okay, when you come to YouTube with the expectations that people would surround you with love and affection, that's where you go wrong, because there are technically no friends on YouTube. I'm pretty sure that people can make friendships and everything and establish friendships, but not from what I can tell. It's not genuine. It's just not genuine. I'm sorry. These friendships are not genuine. I feel like now that I am moving in a different direction, and I hope you move along with me, because I want you to see that I can grow. I don't need to stay at one forever. I don't want to be stagnant. I want to grow, progress, and I want you to grow with me. We grow together. So the funny shit was when I saw that what was going over on the weekend, of course, Roz, she has to be talked about, because I like to give her support as something to go into a convulsion and a frenzy about. I felt like, this, I don't know what's going on with her. I feel like with Roz, she just hide her pain and coping. Her coping skills are not like up to par, and that's not for me to judge. I'm just saying that a lot of things now that she's doing, and probably before, and I have seen, it could be a little bit hateful and harmful and hurtful to many. I feel like with her, she going to get what she put out. She meet them where they at, they meeting her where she's at, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like some of the things that they, I don't know, compare or put out on her are not even, I'm like, okay, whatever. The same here, vice versa. Shit she put out on people, the stuff, excuse me, the stuff she says about people, the stuff that people say about her, I just feel like that has no substance. It's just like gossip, salacious gossip. She got people working for her now that is willing to do her dirty work, so she won't have to be held accountable for it or responsible for it. That's where I say she's a mastermind, because she's not going to get caught up getting her channel taken down for like producing documents and revealing who people are. She probably start the show, and that brings me to this. That Let's just lighten low before I go into something different and something heavy. They the people who don't really fancy Roz or have a great idea about her, they was comparing her ex to his new girlfriend. I just thought it was silly and dumb. I'm like, come on now, let's be for real. Like, they always going, I don't know, it's just dumb. Like, they do that on every sector. I'm telling y'all, if y'all go search around and move around, they say move around, they do that to everybody, especially if they don't like the woman, right? The first thing they do is, bring up and compare another woman to another woman. I think that's just dumb to me. I wouldn't do it at all, because that's not my interest. Good morning. I'm sorry, Fanny. Good morning, Miss Chocolate 47 in the building. New York is in the building. I just thought it was kind of crazy that they was comparing Roz ex, whatever, kid's father, children's father, last relationship, whatever, with his current ex, and posting pictures. That's just, I don't care about the people in the pictures. You just want a story. That's it. That you want a storyline, you want content, that's okay. But if that's your content, that's your content. It's just dumb to me. People, I don't know, take pride in what they do. Another thing, so when I had the Bronx Girl page, it was, I brought up the allegations that were brought against Latrice Allen, pertaining to her son, because I felt like that was an important subject, that was something and noteworthy, and that was something worth discussing, because it was an important topic. It's a topic that is still happening today. A lot of things get swept under the bridge, and a lot of people sweep things under the bridge. And I just want to say, because I'm not taking nobody's side, I am a neutral channel. I see what I see. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that was so dumb how they do think that that lady felt blasting her pick out there. Right. They don't think about the person that they like out and trying to get back at the person that they don't like that they do that. They do stuff like that. They don't only do it on this sector. Charmel, I have seen them do it to other content creators, or or the mommy sector does that also. And it's crazy to me. So I just wanted to say because a lot of people were saying that Sharita brought the allegations. It was because of her that the allegations were out. Well, Roz has a lot of responsibility in that, also accountability in that also. She platformed Sharita and gave her a voice to bring these allegations against Latrice Allen that were brought against Latrice Allen. So we cannot just sit there and particularly blame Sharita for what she's did. She brought allegations, whether her intentions were good or bad. Roz platformed her. You know what I mean? She platformed Sharita and gave her that opportunity. Good morning, Geraldine. Good morning to come and air out any laundry that we may not have known about Latrice. Do I fault Ross for doing it? No. Do I think all of her intentions were good? No. Right? That was content for her. She did it. She gave, she gave Sharita the opportunity. She gave Sharita a chance. She platformed her on her platform, right? So Sharita had the opportunity to come out and tell the people what was going on, and Roz gave her that opportunity. So I think they both should not be saying one started it and one finished it up. That doesn't make any sense, right? Roz has to take full responsibility for her actions, and she does have to take accountability for what she have done, for saying, oh well, Sharita brought the allegations. Yeah, she brought the allegations to you because she felt like you was a trustworthy person that she could bring the allegations to. In fact, you said you're a social worker. Let's get into that. If you're a mandated worker, mandated worker just does not stop at social work. Mandated worker, you could be a child care provider, a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher. Anybody that has any responsibility to report something is a mandated worker. Mandated reporter. Sorry. It's just as simple as that, right? If you are a social worker, you are mandated to report any allegations that come across your table, right? I don't always think that your intentions are bad. I don't always think your intentions are good, right? It could have been some maliciousness behind you reporting these allegations because someone came to your platform and told you they have some gossip, that's not gossip, some news, some important and concerning news that they brought to you. Well, you scandalized it also, because I had you on my platform. We spoke about it. You did scandalize the allegations that were brought against Latrice, right? So everyone that had a hand in it, they should take and bear full responsibility for their actions. And a lot of people are not capable of doing that or doing so. So they want to put in place blame on each other, which I feel like is just totally irresponsible and childish all around the board, right? Everyone that's trying to say, oh well, let's talk about Latrice. I'm not here to speak about Latrice in a bad way. I'm not here to how you say, what's the word, to pander to her audience. This is a broadcast show. We talk about a lot of topics, multiple topics. This is one of the topics that's going around her about Latrice, her parenting. I'm not here to give any advice because I am not an expert. I'm only speculating and observing the situation, and I'm just giving my input, my insight and my perspective and my opinion from a decent standpoint. So with that being said, because we're going to get into it. If you're here with me, please stay. If you're not, you catch the replay. I'm going to try to keep it under an hour. Good morning, Cassandra. We are at 18 minutes now. So let me read the disclaimer. Sit back and relax while I read the disclaimer. While I read the disclaimer, that does not save my channel from getting any, I don't know, strikes. Okay, so the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reported, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So listen, we cannot speak about Latrice if we don't speak about Roz, right? And I heard a content creator, I'm not going to say her name because I feel, no, let's just say her name, because I'm not a scared person. I'm a brave person. I'm a bold woman. I'm not, if you hear me curse in this live, you let me know. Like, I don't know what you should drop, a C word, so I can bring it back. I'm going to go through this live without cursing because I want to monetize this video so I could get paid rightfully so. Okay. Listen, let me see. I'll come back to you. Let me see New York there. So I left Chad a nice message. Hope she gets it and knows I'm in Brooklyn. If she would like to address me on anything, I put it on her comment. I don't think she'll be addressing anybody. She all talk and no action. I just know there's a lot of insecurities going on there. If anyone is suffering trauma, she is the candidate for it. She is the prime example for a traumatized child. All right. It's just there. So listen, so Roz so eloquently states that she's giving Latrice advice on her parenting. She's not too happy or how you say it? She's not too comfortable with Latrice parenting, right? So I was listening to Nikki Reacts, and she was talking about Latrice, and Latrice was saying how she has a whole support system behind her and that she have people that is willing to help her out with anything that she need when it comes to her parenting. There's definitely nothing wrong with that at all. Right now, if y'all want to get technical and say, oh, where does the play come in when you say it takes a village to raise a child? I'm saying, yeah, Latrice had allegations brought against her. I don't know what came about it. Because I feel like it's circulated. And again, I'm not going to go dive deep into those details. I'm just going to wait for the results and wait for the conclusion before I brought it up. Yes, I had my disdain against Latrice. I'm not too I'm not a fan of Latrice. I'm not like a major supporter of her. These things I don't take personally. I see her with her children. I don't know her children that's with her that she filmed, that she record. I don't see them to be in any harm, any danger, imminent danger. I see that, Latrice have her well share of problems just like anyone else. Secret level. Good morning. Good morning, Ocean Wave TV. Ocean Wave TV is in the building. How you doing? Peace and blessings. Thank you. So I see, listen, yes, if Latrice allegedly violated her child in such a way where it caused lingering pain and heart, I don't know, her son is old enough to speak his truth. I don't want to get into that. I want to cover it. I covered it a while ago, and I just left it at that because we have to let the courts decide. And, because we're not the court of law. We may be the judge and jury, but we definitely are not officially court and law. So I was listening to one of Latrice's lives, and I was listening into her, and every point she made, I agree with. Some things she was just throwing it up in the air. Good morning, Carolyn. Thank you for coming by. So she was saying that, let's get into it, because I feel like when people say that they doing a case study on a Latrice Allen, that they just talking shit. You're not qualified, or you're not an expert. You don't have the expert advice. Your expertise is not in child care. Your expertise is not in child psychology. So when you say that you're giving a case study and you merely just speculating and you're not here to treat or diagnose anyone, that's just content. That's just another nice word of saying this is my content on Latrice Allen. So Latrice Allen said that people have called DCF, right, and CPS on her 99 times. She felt that her children's lives were in danger. So she not gave them, because I know people kept saying she got rid of her children. She gave them away like they orphanages or something, or like they garbage. Y'all should be careful on the language you use when you're talking and giving commentary, especially the ones that want to be looked at as so articulate and so intelligent, right? That just goes to show how much words give backfire. She didn't get rid of her children. She didn't dispose of them like trash. She is and still is in contact with her children. She know where her children are. I'm pretty sure she speak to her children every single day. But let's get back to the people. She's saying that people calling um DCF on her 99 times. Let's get back to the where she know that people hate her and dislike her because they don't think her parenting is up to par. Why wouldn't she keep them in a safe place if people know how to access her and access her children? Right? I'm pretty sure she have a relationship with her children because I don't see no how you say it, I don't see no danger between her and her children, right? People pick out the littlest shit to speak about her and pertaining to her parenting skills. Is she the perfect parent? No. Am I the perfect parent? No. Are y'all the perfect parent? Hell no. Definitely not. Won't ever be. Right? But somebody calling DCF on her 99 times just because what? She did something y'all don't like. Now she has trusted someone to help raise her children because maybe she do need help raising her children, and she's taking it upon herself to get the help that she needs to raise her children, right? A village youth is supposed to raise a child. She has family that's willing to raise her children and help her with her children. She did state that we don't give our children to the system. I have family for that, which is a great thing because the family system is totally corrupt. Right? So, and that's what I'm saying. Like when people come and say, oh, she gave her children a raise, she's a horrible mother. She did state, and I agree 100% with her because I said it myself. People that are bad parents and evil and wicked parents and toxic parents that y'all so-called put these allegations on her, aside from the allegations from, her oldest son, that I'm not going to touch, right? People that have, taking their children's lives away at their own hands. Those are disgusting, terrible parents, right? Have you ever seen a news clip? Have you ever read a story about a disgusting parent doing the most heinous, disgusting things to their children? Y'all problem is that she don't cut their children hair. Y'all problem is, oh, she don't do the baby hair. Y'all problem is, oh, she don't have the children dressed in a certain way. Y'all problem is, oh, she don't travel with her children enough, right? So she's dating someone new that she like, which I feel like he's way too young, and that's okay. I don't date younger men. And you already know what I feel about older men, younger men, right? I don't like that type of young man. That's just not for me. That's just something I wouldn't do. I'm just saying, I put it out there. Listen, yeah, he's too young, right? He's way too young for her, for me, in my personal opinion. So, like people saying, oh, she's running around town like a young girl. Like, so what? Let her live her life, right? And I'm not saying that she's right or wrong to be running around town, to be how you say to having a rendezvous with a younger guy, and how you say it, what's neglecting, so to speak, in my opinion, allegedly her child. I feel like a lot of people talk and see what they want to see, hear what they want to hear when it comes to Latrice and her parenting. The fact that someone called DCF 99 times on this woman without merit, without no reason, right? And they still in her care. And maybe they not in her care. She's showing y'all that she has the support. Everyone don't have that support. Nikki reacts. Everyone does not have that support that she have with her friends. If anything, push come to shove, where you have to come in and step in and say, listen, I'm here to help her. So she ever go into court and she have 20 people surrounding her, and she have 20 people surrounding her, say, I'm here to offer any type of help that she needs that will help her to the best interest. Let me go to good times. That's because most of them want her to keep her kids in her custody so they can keep calling CPS for their own commentary. Right. I'm not calling CPS or DCF or ACS on anyone unless it's needed, right? I don't look at Latrice Allen commentary with her children. Latrice do things that I don't like, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's not the most horrible person in the world. I don't look at her as a horrible person. I don't look at her as the most devious person. She have her little wickedness about her, just like every woman on this platform. She is no different from nobody else. And I feel like a person that could sit there and watch her for 2 years and talking about you giving advice. Your advice is not working. 2 years of giving advice. What are you, a coach, a therapist, right? Unorthodox therapist. Yeah, your expertise is not sticking. I'm not sitting here trying to take her full of trees. I'm just trying to bring about open minds to see that if this woman was a horrible, toxic person, as you say she was, and she got rid of her kids and she gave her kids away, that only reflects on the person that you are. I would never look at another woman and say, oh, she got rid of her kids so she could, how you say it, be free to travel around the world. Like, it just goes to show where your mind is and your mindset is and your mentality is. Like, calling CPS on her 99 times, and then when she want to put her kids in protective custody from the evilness of the world, that's a problem. That's crazy to me. That doesn't make any sense. She's doing what she have to do to protect her children, right? And putting her children's name in your thumbnails and titles, and talking about them as if they are not human beings and they're little people, bringing their names up as if they asked your unsolicited advice or your uninformed opinion. That's not right. And then you want to call this woman a terrible person, but you putting her names, Nikki Reacts, her daughter name in your titles, in your thumbnails, right? I just don't understand where, like, some of y'all commentators and y'all content creators are going. Like, most of y'all commentary is rooted in wickedness, right? You don't even care about the person you're talking about. You would never care about the person you're talking about. You're just doing it for content. You don't have no backup. You don't have no rebuttals. You don't have no, you don't refute any claims. Like, just most of y'all, and I'm not going to say me, not included. This is a neutral channel. I try to, like, present the facts, right? I present the facts, and opinions is surrounded. Right here, Lasagna, the first responsibility of a parent is to protect your kids at all costs. That is true, but it's like they trying to hold many parents. Like, she's not the only one. It's Keisha Kelly and Latrice and Liv's Life and Jasmine. What's her name? I did commentary on her too. A lot of these mommies that show their children on videos and TV. Everyone have something nasty to say, and you know how I know? Because I've witnessed it. Right? Latrice is not the only one that's being called by CPS. People calling CPS and DCF on her. She's not the only one that's being treated that way for no apparent reason at all. I think it's wrong. I think it's trifling. I think it's downright disgusting that people would call ACS, DCF for no apparent reason. And speaking from experience, knowing that the system and the court system is definitely corrupt, they are there to destroy homes and break up families, right? So Latrice don't want that for her family going forward. And then you talking about, oh, poor baby. Poor baby. What could she have possibly did that's poor to the baby? And then you got her name in the title and thumbnails. I think that's wrong. You pandering to one set of mindsets that have deep down inside in their mind hatred for Latrice. I don't have hatred for nobody on this YouTube. You don't. My feelings are not like embedded that much or invested that much. I'm not that devoted. I'm not that loyal to go and just have one particular mindset about someone, right? Latrice was saying a lot of things, in her last live when she was sitting in a white robe with her hair out in a hotel. I was like, oh shit, when she speaks, she speaks. And when she get her point across, she get her point across. No matter what you want to hear or not. Don't just nitpick what you want to hear or cherry pick what you want to hear. Oh, she said it take a village. It does take a village to raise a child. She has shown y'all that she has the support, the strong support behind her if need be. If her children were ever taken away from her, they would not end up in the system, right? I'm not going to touch on her oldest son allegations because I spoke about that, right? Whatever become of it, we'll just sit back and wait and see how things like pan out. That's how I feel about it. That's what I see. I'm not scared to touch on anything or anybody's subjects. Like I know people, like I know Roz, she's particularly set on talking about Latrice parenting and how she do it, what she do. I said I don't watch her that enough because I get enough in 5 minutes to say no. That's just something like I don't want to hear. If you're going to be an expert. If you're going to be an expert, if you're going to give someone advice, as long as you know what you're talking about. I don't have hatred either, but people going to keep my name out their mouth It's disgusting. Listen, that's what they do, and I feel like anybody that want to get a channel, want to start a channel, you're gonna be outed. You're gonna be talked about. They're gonna have an opinion about you. That's just their opinion. A lot of people feel like what other content creators say about other content creators is true. It's not true. That's just their nasty ass opinion. That's just a reflection of themselves. That's just who they are. I feel like with Raj, she get what she deserved. They meeting you where you at, right? Is everything they're doing okay? No. Do I agree with anything they're doing? No, because I don't agree with the things you do at all. I don't agree with the things other content creators do, just like they don't agree with what I do. But I'm not backing down. Wow, they put the child's name in a thumbnail. They are too invested in this woman. Yes, good times they did. I'm like, what? But you want to sound so articulate and sound so intelligent and sound like you coming from an expert opinion, sound like you are definitely giving facts. No. So when you first come into someone's home, the way they greet you is the way you're going to feel. When you look at your thumbnail and your titles is mostly about what the video is going to be about. And that's how I'm like, why is she putting her child's name in the title just to get the attention of one particular group, right? I don't want to be a cult. I don't want to be a part of a cult. I don't want to run my platform like no cult at all. This is a neutral channel. And that's the way it will be forever and ever, right? Latrice is not the best, she's not the worst, right? She just have to still deal with a lot of people. Good morning, Mary. She just have to deal with a lot of people that's coming after her because she is popular. She do got numbers. She 1.5 million. She is, and that's another thing. Y'all was talking about her career. Do you know an influencer? She is an influencer. An influencer is a career. She just have to, get brand deals. If she haven't already, she has, but she has a career. She is a content creator. She have 1.5 million followers on social media. That makes her a social influencer. She do have a career, and she's pursuing that. That's what I be talking about. Jada J, welcome back. No one should be doxxed or family, etc. But when you get out here on these YouTube streets, that's the course of the game. That is the course of the game, right? But people doing it because, they don't have no spine. They're spineless. So when they dox someone and think it is okay, they don't know how some people premeditate things and sit back and think about things and say, oh, this person wants to put me out there in YouTube world, and you want to dox me for no apparent reason. Like that story goes like the story is over within 48 hours. A story like that don't last, right? But what about if there was someone that's really crazy on these YouTube streets and you doxed them, you put their information out there without their permission, and they sitting back there premeditated and planning to come and do something so harmful to you that you can't recover. You should be careful. Y'all should be careful about doxing people. Everyone is not going to take that so lightly. Everyone is not going to take that like, oh, that's just content. Everyone is not going to think that what you're doing is okay and it's funny. Like a lot of people are saved because this is a safe environment. A lot of people are not going to travel from state to state to show you are messing with the wrong one. I'm sorry. Okay. No, I don't watch the people I don't care for, but I get the shit sent to me and I'm address it. Okay, I'm a nurse. I'm not perfect. I've been arrested about 10 times, been on probation, but never drugged and never been convicted of a felony. Right. But listen, people that's putting out information about others, and then nobody know about you, right? Because I have my theories too about people, how they operate behind the scenes. That's just them. They low class. That's calling for what they are. If you dox someone, if you put out people information because you don't have no content and you don't have nothing to counteract that, and you just put up a picture, say, oh, look at this. Oh, put up people information, say, look at this. You've been defeated. Right? I speak off top. I speak on everything that I speak is off top. I don't have to go digging deep like a dumpster diver, gutter rat to pull up someone's information and post it and say, here, look at what I done. The only people that's interested in what you dox about someone is the people that follow you. That's what you feed in your audience. Nothing but trash. Okay, this is a spineless game, Jada J, and people could get hurt. So be it. This is really the gutter sector. Period. This is the gutter sector. They can't look me up and will never. New York Leo find drugs are stealing. Although I did get a violation for drinking in 2010. Yes, Charles Dax doxed me. Ho ho ho. Look me up. I mean, she doxing people because that's all. That's what she got left, right? You know, some people are really crazy. Like some people are really crazy in these YouTube streets. Like by doxing someone, what you want to prove? You don't know. Somebody may walk up to you and follow you and like really take you out. You know, you should be careful on how you approach people and perceive people and doxing them. Like you really digging deep. Like that's disgusting. You know, like don't even bring that whole name up in my chat. She's a hoe. She hoes dox. That's what hoes do. They dox. A hoe. A $2 hoe. That's what $2 hoes do. They dox. It's gutter looking people like come up seeing me. Right. Like I'm just saying, hoes docs. $2 hoes docs. That's what the $2 hoe section is for. Right? That's what y'all get paid for, the $2 hoe section. The $2 hoe section docs. Us over here that spit commentary off the top, us over here that bring critical thinking and reasoning and speak facts and opinions. This is an entertainment channel. We're not $2 hoes over here at all. Sad, but it's a reality. All about money at the end of the day, and it's sad. Jada J says lives can be really ruined behind this social media mess. You know, not really, because nobody has not such a great impact on this side. That's why it really doesn't matter. I could see if doxing someone was like a congressman or representative, a politician, or a celebrity, but these are regular, normal, average people. They don't have much of an impact on anyone on this sector. No one has a major impact on this sector. That's why it's like really doesn't matter your influence. You don't have a major influence and you don't have a major impact. So it's just useless. That's how I feel. You know, dox whoever you want to dox, right? But be ready to face the repercussions behind it. Be ready to get your head like probably put in a I don't know, what is those meat things that you put someone's head in like they did back in the day. Like be careful. You having fun right now, but y'all talking about karma. Why karma haven't placed you in your place? Why karma haven't did you dirty yet if karma exists, right? Let's go. Jada, people don't have nothing to lose participating in it. No, but they feel like they do. They say they come from prestige, they have good jobs, they drive nice cars, but yet and still you are downright in a gutter. I'm delighted to be in a gutter because that is my way of being condescending to you gutter hoes, to you gutter rats, the ones that spit gutter politics, the ones that dox. If you dox someone in any capacity for the reasons because you cannot rebut what they're saying, or have a rebuttal or an opinion or oppose what they're saying, you are a $2 hoe. That's the $2 hoe section, the doxers. Like, there's no reason to dox nobody. There's no reason to go that far to put someone information out. What, the only people that's going to receive it are your, like, mindless, ignorant supporters. That goes with anyone. I'm sorry. I'm waiting for her and her minions to dox me. Then I'm going to show her what DJ been trying to do. Your information will be forever on the internet when searched, especially when people use it. Listen, that's true. But how do you think that will like definitely affect someone in the real life? Because YouTube is a fantasy land, Jada. Do you think that doxing is going to like, how many people have lost their jobs like on this sector behind someone doxing? Please tell me. How many people have faced major consequences in this sector, in this community behind doxing? Right? It's just a mere embarrassment. Some people get embarrassed, like when a whore, $2 whore, put up a picture of me and thought I was supposed to like bow down and supposed to like cry and whimper and run away. No, you just goes to show that keep going. You know, keep going for the goal. I know how to burn people insides in and out, right? Like go for the win. The only people that takes like what doxers do are the people that follow you because I've seen everybody that been doxxed. I heard about everybody that been doxxed, and there's water under the bridge. I don't care what you did. Shout out to Sweet Tea in your past life. I don't care what you're doing in your present life because I'm not with you on a daily basis. So it doesn't affect me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It has no impact on me. Shout out to Sweet Tea. I was in your live yesterday. You gave a great live. You made great points. You spoke off top. I saw you dancing in your videos. Like, look at Sweet Tea. I watch just about here and there with everyone. I listened to the ones that keep my interest. Sweet Tea, you kept my interest for the whole full hour of you, giving your live. I agree with what you said, even though me and the lunchroom lady, I don't like, she's not my cup of tea, but putting out people information, it's like take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. The lunchroom lady was, willing to do all what she had to do to reveal people information too. So it's just like a catch 22. Cassandra says, Treese, hey, Sweet Tea. Thank you, Sweet Tea. Shout out to Sweet Tea. Wait, I'm coming to you, Cassandra. Sweet Tea is in the building. You did a great live. I was like, you just funny. I was laughing because you was like, I didn't want to put up in the chat. I just was laughing so hard when you was like the dog Bella, if I got her name right, knocked on the door like a human. I was like, and that's how my cousin speak to her dog. She speak to her dog like the dog is a human. So what you expect, Sweet Tea? You speak to the dog like a human. Bella understand human language to let you know she was out there. She knocked on the door like a human being. That shit was so funny. I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to fall out the bushes, but the next time I will if Bella knock on the door like a human being. Treese sent her kids to stay with her relatives so CPS won't be in their lives, and they keep telling her you should get your kids, but all they do is call CPS. She did do the right thing. I think she did do the right thing, right? Because I heard her what she was saying, and she said, "Listen, they called DCF on me 99 times, and y'all talking about." And she explained it. She said, "Oh, take care of your kids. I'm taking care of my kids. Protect your kids. I'm protecting my kids. I do it now. I'm a bad person." Right. She just she laid it out online, even though I'm not like willingly and religiously following Latrice. When something like this come up and people trying to, expose her, exploit her for stupidity, like that just doesn't bother me. Like, oh, okay, she sent the babies to live with the family because she want them to be protected and safe because of people and evil and hateful people like on the internet, right? Like on the internet. On the internet. Thank you, Sweetie. That was funny though. So I don't like sit there and have a problem with her trying to protect her children, and she made a lot of valid points. So people and a lot of people, I guess they was caught in what is it called? In an awkward situation because a lot of people can't rebut what she say. You cannot give a rebuttal to what she say. You said it takes a village to raise a family. She has a village. She has a community. She has support, right? So say she do go into court and they said, do you have any support? And she got 20 people behind her, and the judge is going to look at her like, oh, well, if she got 20 people around her, behind her, what possibly harm can she do to her children? We all have a past. We do all have a past. You know what I mean? I just feel like, sometimes with Roz, she give commentary on Latrice. It comes from a hateful place. It's not really the intent to get Latrice help. It's an intent to make her look like she's the worst, horrible person in the world. That's why I don't watch Roz when she give content on Latrice. I don't. Like, I hear her out here and there. I don't watch a full video. That's for your supporters to inherit, I guess, and to learn, because they do think you are an expert because you say you're doing a case study on her, and you have to watch what you say. Roz, Sweet Tea is saying hello to the chat. Let's welcome Sweet Tea into the chat. I don't have a moderator, but I can mod and host. I feel like Roz, you do it from a hateful place. It's not from an expert advice. It's just only speculation. And when you go in and dig deep and say all the things that you don't have to say just to please your audience, you pander to your audience, you throw red meat out to your audience. You throw, thank you, Lasagna. You throw red meat to your audience. You pander to your audience so they could get a conversation going, right? And just like Sweet Tea said yesterday, someone past don't really dictate their future, which is true. I feel like the doxing and shit is like stupid. Like, so what if someone got a mugshot? You just like she said, anyone could get arrested. That was a beautiful live you did, Sweet Tea, and you brought facts, and I learned a lot. I was like, that's right. Just because you get arrested, that does not mean you was convicted of charges, right? She said the right thing. You could be arrested for jaywalking. You could be arrested for spitting in the street. You could be arrested for any little thing. That does not mean you are a convicted felon. Okay? That's all I'm saying, right? So there you go. Right? She laid it out on the line. I feel like when people like Sweet Tea, not people like Sweet Tea, stand her ground, she stand alone. And when she speaks, she speak. When she bring up the truth, she bring up the truth. I have not seen no one, well, Ocean, Sweet Tea. I'm not picking no sides, but I'm saying when they give rebuttals, they give rebuttals, right? I don't like. I heard. I like. Let's just leave it at that for a little while. Yes, it's coming from a hateful place. It is coming from a hateful place. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to lighten the load because I just, Latrice and her man, he young and everything. He's happy to help her. And I feel like as an older woman and you have a younger man that age, you damn sure and you damn willing you're supposed to take care of him. Right? But you damn, and I'm pretty sure that he's gonna look and like, nah, I want to make my own money. I want to be just like her. She's inspiring me to do better. That's what money does, inspire you to do better. I don't think she's just gonna let him sit up on his ass and not do nothing. But she have that, I'm sorry, responsibility of taking care of this younger man, right? Because he can't take care of her. So she do have to take care of him. If you want to call her cougar or not, she said that, if she like younger men, she do. I don't. I don't like younger men. I think he's funny. I think he's quiet. He is a West Indian guy and from the West Indies, and they do, they are charming. She just got a younger one. Some of them are players too, those West Indian men, right? No offense to you, Sweet Tea. It's not offense. The Haitian men and Jamaican men and Dominican men and African men, they do know how to get what they want. And they are hoes. At least Latrice got him young. Yeah, that's the only way you could, control him or contain him is if he's young. You cannot get an older West Indian man and think you could do what you want with him because they do not play that shit. Right, he's an able-bodied man. You know what I mean? So he definitely is young enough to work, which he will, because that's not going to like flow with Latrice for too long. Like she going to start saying, you know what, I gave you a boost. Now you got to do what you have to do because you can't just sit up and depend on me. In the beginning, the honeymoon stage is funny. It's all good, but no, I don't either. Right, you know what I mean? Like, like West Indian men, they when they get older, they players, they just love women. They do more than American men. They would cheat on you in a heartbeat. So a 24-year-old West Indian man may suit your needs and you may have full control over him. But the older one, oh no. She's so divine is in the house. She said, I hopped out the bushes to piggyback on a beautiful Sweet Tea comment about arrest. Don't forget Rosa Parks, MLK, Malcolm X are among many greats who were arrested. Right. And I feel like that's where everybody talking about, oh, we should all get along. No, it's not we all should get along. You should hear other people content and they rebuttals and shit, and they put out their opinion. But what she was saying is the truth. She had a lot of truths and facts in her commentary. I was like, and I had that shit on speaker, just sweeping my floor. I swept my whole floor, Sweet Tea, during your live, because you made sense. Even though, I'm not a fan of the lunchroom lady and guru, but you made sense, right? Like, why is it okay for them to dox people, but y'all think you're better than someone, but nobody could dox you, right? But when, I don't want to, like, so when they dox a Roz about her debacle or her altercation with her daughter, was that right or wrong, Roz? Right? Roz got a lot of people doing her dirty work. I'm not doing no dirty work. Hoes do dirty work. They are glad to do the dirty work. They are glad to dox people. I'm not. Okay. Let me see, honey. The Jamaican man that lived downstairs from me worked 7 days a week till he died. Real talk. They do work. They love money. They work. They don't believe in just, some Jamaican men, listen, we're not going to sleep on the Jamaican men. We can't sleep on the Jamaican men. They are hoes too. I'm sorry. Not to be funny, but they are. I've dealt with Jamaican men, and my oldest son father is Jamaican, and I'll leave it at that. Okay. So I'm pretty sure about the West Indian men, and I dated a Haitian man. He was a quiet Haitian. He was a nice, sweet Haitian. I used to just be so mean to him. But his family was racist. I'm not gonna say racist. I used to have to call his house with a West Indian accent just for his mother to like me. That's what I respect about her. She's going to help you start your business. Best believe you're going to work and help out, right? Exactly. She know what she doing. So I'm listening to. I'm like, oh well, shit. Latrice got a young guy, tenderoni. But he ain't going. He gonna like the fact that he's in America and all the opportunities that's going to present himself. And people calling immigration on him and shit. That is absolutely sick. That is crazy. That shit don't make no sense. This man, I watched him. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh my goodness, he's a freaking like the most beautiful man. I don't think he ugly. She looked at him long enough to say that he's nice enough to sleep with, right? Because I don't think she would just sleep with anybody because they got a penis. Okay, my husband is American. Haitian men are controlling. I'll be locked up. Right. They are controlling Haitian men, and they are hoes too. I'm glad. Listen, good morning, Jackie Brown. We got dogs in every race. You meet men. No, but like you're right. We got dogs in every race, but like a lot of West Indian men are known for their West Indian women could tell you that too, for their infidelity, and they have like certain things they wouldn't mind using a woman for their money, and that's how they get down. Good morning, Jackie. Another thing I wanted to bring up. It was so funny. Let's lighten the load. Because Latrice, we spoke about her. I think I did it responsibly, and I think the chat also did it responsibly too. It seems like an old soul, right? He's very quiet too, so I was like, he don't talk, he just listen, he laughs, he smiles, and I'm glad that he then Latrice is letting him know. Listen, don't listen to these people. These people are sick and crazy. They are. He probably could move wrong or cook. She said that he help out around the house. That's good that he help out around the house. She said because we got these older men that don't do that. No, I don't. Right? Like I don't know no older man that would sit there and do chores. They'll be looking at me like, "What are you for?" Like, what are you for? Aren't you a woman? Aren't you supposed to cook and clean in this house? And I'm supposed to sit up and put my feet up and watch TV. You serve me drinks. That's the type of men I know. That's why I live without a man. I was living with Zachary father, and he didn't like hold me to any of those responsibilities. But he's not like Latrice, younger tenderoni that is willing to clean without her telling him to. That's all I mean by that, right? So let's lighten the load, because before I end the live, I just wanted to make a laugh. I wanted to make a joke. So so it seems that Sharita and Beautifully Hill was going back and forth about gender reveals. I thought it was just kind of silly. I'm not a gender reveal person at all. I don't even, that's not my interest. But I looked at Sharita daughter gender reveal, which was a nice setup. It was nice. I felt like it was nice. I didn't really, didn't pay too much attention to Beautifully Hill gender reveal. I just feel like the comparisons is just crazy. Like I felt like Sharita was right. Like how is it that you comparing gender reveals, or who had more cupcakes, or who had more food? Like the invitation of Sharita daughter's gender reveal was cute. She looked cute. I don't have a problem with anybody's children. So I'm just saying, what was the point of like comparing a gender reveal? That's the only content you could find, is comparing gender reveals. Like I'm not even a fan of gender reveals. I don't even know the purpose of gender reveals. I guess that's just like a celebration, which is not to be talked about. Everybody's gender reveal is different, to the fact that they spend money on gender reveals. That's the only part that I don't get, is about the gender reveals, like the food, the people, and then just how you reveal what is what. So I thought that was funny that they were comparing. Yeah, why everybody got to compare everything. It is childish. Chocolate 47. I thought it was so childish that people started to compare gender reveals, to say, oh, mine is better than yours. I'm like, I know that threw Sharita for a loop. Like, what? That's childish. They're very materialistic, right? I feel exactly very materialistic, and I'm like, nah, that is just absolutely crazy. That is something that the least thing I would be comparing is gender reveals. Like I don't even think Sharita made that. She just shared it with her supporters, and someone come back. She needs to compare skin. She needs to compare skin, and I'm laughing. I'm like, why? I thought Beautiful Hill was like, because if you know Beautifully Hill, she's real bougie. I feel like she too bougie for me. Something is like lacking there to the fact that how you that bougie. I don't like bougie people at all. That's just the facts. I don't. Not on that capacity, not on that level, not on that stature where you comparing gender reveals. Like that's just like you want my attention here. I'm going to give it to you. You know. Miss Chocolate is laughing at Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea said, Miss Chocolate, I'm a fool. I think you good in my book, Sweet Tea. I just felt like that was crazy to be comparing gender reveals. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Good morning, Shonda. I'm like, that is so absolutely childish and dumb, and it doesn't even make sense. Compare ankles and knees. Compare ankles and knees. I'm just saying, it was just so crazy. I'm like, what's the end game? And then, before I end, like, the $2 hoes, they are so willing to come forward and speak up and be the spokesperson for the leaders and shit, and they just speak so willingly. I'm like, God damn. Y'all speak too soon. Y'all talk too soon. Like be for real. Like I'm like, that's if we really wanted to get, like I said, Sharita is a roaster, Sweet Tea is a roaster. I'm not good with that yet, but I can. But it's no reason for me to roast nobody. You can't be bougie with basket. That's true. That's true. Because there's certain things that you do have to look and your parents have to be to par, and it's like, I don't know. I just felt like with Beautifully Hill, that no, she tries to be bougie. She doesn't have anything that's more significant than others. That's true. I like the way you put that, good times. That you laid it out online. That makes absolutely sense. Yeah. She's no better than nobody. It's just like the fact that when she compared a gender reveal, I was like, what? She lost her bougie card, right? So nobody really cares about gender reveals, only your supporters. And I think Sharita gender reveal was nice and cute. I don't even judge gender reveals. I've seen them. I'm like, what? Now, if I had a gender reveal, I don't know if I don't know. I wouldn't do it because what if because I remember saying if I ever had a gender reveal and it's not what I want, I'm walking away. Like, so if I was pregnant with Zachary and it was revealed that it was blue, I would have walked away. I don't even like baby showers, to tell you the truth. So I I don't even like baby showers. We pop in the hood. Oh, okay, here we go. Bronx, you can't get down to. Thank you, Lasagna. Wait. So Sweet Tea said we're popping the hood on these hoes tonight at 9 p.m. See, Sweet Tea is in the building. She popping the hood on these hoes at 9 p.m. We would definitely go over there and give her a like, comment, and I would definitely swing by. I don't roast, I toast that ass. That's what I said. You know what I mean? Like gender reveals are just, I don't know. I don't even do baby showers, so I'm feeling like that was just kind of whack with Beautifully Hill. That really threw Sharita for a loop. And she was like, you compare how many cupcakes we got? God damn. So I got 11, you got 12. That makes you better? Nope, not at all. Like Sharita give people what they want, and that's what I like about her. Sweet Tea give people what they want. They don't back down. Everybody don't back down, but I'm just saying certain things I'm not going to just sit there and try to make content. Like, no, that was the wrong thing to do, Beautifully Hill. I just felt like that was the wrong thing. Both of them was pretty. Both right. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Both of them was pretty. They were. I like, they young women having babies and they want to have, celebrate the moment. And then we have the mothers. I'm not saying Sharita because she didn't compare anything. Beautifully Hill messing up the moment. That messed up your whole child moment. So the thing they're gonna know about your gender reveal, excuse me, Beautifully Hill, with your daughter is that you compared it to another person because they had 11 cupcakes and you had 12. We're gonna be dancing and grooving. I'm gonna be up in that thing. Wait, listen. I've seen a lot of Miss Chocolate 47. I've seen a lot of people start crying at gender reveal because they wanted the opposite sex. That's going to be me. I'll walk away. I'll throw tables. I'm like, no. If you know what I mean. So I wouldn't want to do a gender reveal. I would be dead ass serious and being upset if I wanted a girl and I got a boy. But you would be happy. You still love the child. But I'm dramatic. They were like, that's exactly what that girl, Bronx girl, would do. That's exactly what Leela would do. Destroy the whole community because she's getting a boy and not a girl. Compare cars that she can't fit in. Oh my God, sweetie. I hope you feel healed. Please don't send your henchmen out for me because they boring. Now, if you step up Mel Medusa, because Mel the Medusa, I called her a demon, but we'll call her Medusa, just by her Mel Medusa, Mel the Medusa. We call her Mel Medusa. Mel Medusa, you are working pretty hard. I thought you just be doing too much. I'm sorry. I'll be looking at you. I'll be looking at your, like, not more because I'm not always. So you pop up in my timeline. I'm like, oh my goodness, she always have something to say and putting out long statements on her community wall, which I think is just kind of corny to me. I feel like you really don't know how to speak off the top of your head. You still have to get the applause of your audience. And this is me talking to Mel Medusa. You really, and I'm going to be 100% true. It's childish and low class. And it is childish and low class. That is childish and low class, sweetie. And your opinion is a fact. It's not as facts. Okay. I feel like Mel Medusa, you are really looking like a simp. Honestly speaking, say what you want about me, say what you don't want to say about me, but you are really beginning to look like a simp. I feel like you need to have a mind of your own and not follow suit. You follow suit a lot. What's the difference between the two? What you mean, Jackie Brown? Oh, that question is for me, Medusa. That's what we gonna call her, Medusa. If you in this live right now, we don't refer to her as Mel the goddess. We call her Mel Medusa. That's her first name is Mel. Her last name is Medusa. I just got Medusa because of the pictures that she posted on of her I guess her profile, and I'm like, damn, I don't see a goddess. I see Medusa. What she had snakes coming out her head or whatever. That's black and mild. Oh, that's black and mild. Okay. Now I know who you're talking about. Because I'm like, who's she talking about? Black and mild. Okay, black and mild. So I call her Medusa, and Sweet Tea call her black and mild. I got it. Medusa, black and mild. I'm like, damn, you a little bit too eager to speak, and you don't even have your own commentary. I'm like, damn, you promote everybody. Every time somebody say something, you sharing it. I'm just like, damn, fall back. Like if you could really look at someone like and just and get an idea of who they are. I just feel like she's being too much of a simp. She's a simp. You simping. You becoming a $2 hoe if you're already not a $2 hoe. It's just as simple as that. A bunch of snakes in her head. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Medusa is a mythical creature because she called herself a goddess, right? And Medusa has snakes in her head. And that's the first thing when I looked at her profile picture is Medusa. I didn't get anything else. Okay. Right. Money was spent on both. What makes it one better than the other? That's true. Nothing at all. And exactly, how can you compare the two? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like Sharita said, oh, you counting cupcakes because you had 12 hours. It was just I don't know how many cupcakes, but it was just a comparison. I didn't like that comparison. And I thought it was kind of corny. That's a great name. A follower. She is a follower. Yeah, let me pin Sweet Tea. Which comment you want me to pin? She is a follower. She is a simp. She don't have a mind of her own. Get your own Medusa. Get your own following. Get your own community. You won't have to stray away. You sit here, y'all got so much to say about people like me, Sweet Tea, Ocean, Sharita, that stand on our own, that really don't need a backup, that stand our ground, talk our shit, and be confident in talking our shit. I just see how you rock and roll. And that's why I really don't want to say nothing to you because you're a follower. I knew you was a follower when you put up that post talking about that $2 hoe was the most wanted, that duppy. I was like, what? what? The most beautiful person in the world is wanted. I'm like, what? They was like, I'm an ass kisser. No, that's ass kissing 101. A follower. That's ass kissing 101. You know what I mean? That is ass kissing 101, Medusa. You need to get your own commentary. You need to talk about something off the top of your head. Don't follow up and don't look to the support. Don't look for your supporters to come back you up. Because as soon as you say something they don't like, they're going to bury you from where you came. Okay? Those who gaze into her eyes would turn into stuff. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Because I was reading about this yesterday, about Medusa. And they said that those who gaze into her eyes will turn into stone. But Medusa, y'all go look at her profile. I'm like, God damn, that's supposed to be a goddess. That is not a goddess. That is Medusa. When I look at Mel, I see Medusa. That's it. That's all. Touch it, do it, touch it. Yes, good time. Wait, let me see, because Sweet Tea money was spent at both. So what makes one better than the other? That's the one you talking about, Pin Sweet Tea, because Sweet Tea is in the building and she gonna be live at 9 p.m. to, party on these hoes, and I'm gonna be a part of that. So I just wanted to highlight that and show that I do see little things that's going on in these YouTube streets, and I don't have no sides because I could speak about anyone. I just feel like a lot of people, they have their preconceived notions about anything, all that doxing. Save that for somebody else, like where's your prestige? People saying they doxing, people got good jobs and all this shit. You got such good jobs, like Sweet Tea said, such living in such great conditions, beautiful houses and beautiful cars, but you are down in the gutter. You know what I mean? Like, we right here over Bronx Girl platform, if you want us to be in the gutter with you, then that'll make it easier for us so people won't say that I'm evil and mean or my supporters are evil and mean. We giving y'all what y'all want. We giving the people what you want. We for the people. Her profile pic does look like that, though. It does. Listen, if you pull up a picture of Medusa and if you pull up a picture of Mel or whatever, I'm not lying. Baby shower and the other thing, you get gifts at both, right? Yes, that's true. But they was comparing who spent more, I guess, or who was more elaborate. Not comparing, because Sharita was thrown. She was like, I guess she was like put for a loop, like thrown for a loop, like taken aback. Like I was too struck behind what the comparison was. I'm like, what? They comparison gender reveals that has nothing to do with YouTube. They children not even on YouTube. But Sharita did state that her child, she grown her page, and that's good. That's how I start. That's how I go. But to compare gender reveals, well, like, what's the point? You lost. Yeah, funny. I'll have to go check it out. I don't watch them at all. No, you can listen. You don't even have to watch them, Shauna. You could just tune in and listen to them, and you're like, oh no, they are real funny. If you have a mind of your own and you have your own mentality and mindset, you will find them funny and just dumb and many things that they say and do. We was just talking about Medusa, Mel, the whatever, she's simping one-on-one. She doing the dirty work. Like she don't even know that she's being used. That's the sad part. She don't even know that she's a simp. And I'm trying to give you the best advice, Medusa, before I log off. You sitting there under the thumb of a dictator, a $2 hoe, a duppy, right? She's using you for her little poor lame excuse. So if anything fall back, it will come back on you. Right? Stop platforming people like that. Have your own live. I feel like, when people come up to your live like that, they intruding, they want the attention, they want to be recognized, and you just looking like the simp out here. You're a simp. The Jackie at the reveal, people tend to just bring Pampers and wipes. It depends on which sex you are. Rooting for baby showers, people bringing a lot of gifts. Listen, I do not like. I tried that once after that woman. I know. See, I know I'm not the only one. I do the same thing. But with Mel Medusa, she's a little bit you can tolerate her a little bit more. You know, you just could listen that she's a woman that's insecure and that she, you know, and then I'm like, she a Scorpio. She the weakest Scorpio I ever known. I'm sorry. Scorpios don't do shit like that. Like not what she is. She talking about she private and you know she don't really like sharing her life. But you talking about other people's lives. Like get a platform of your own, get a mind of your own, Medusa, and run your platform on your own. You don't need to be under the thumb of a duppy or a $2 hoe, you know, that's leading you and bringing you to a world full of chaos. Because, you know, once you in, they're going to turn on your ass too. Rita's daughter is still pregnant, just had her gender reveal. B Hill daughter's son is about to be a toddler, so make that make sense. Why just what? Good time you ended this live with a bang. Oh, so that's how it was. I'm thinking that this is current and this is like you comparing. Oh, you know why she did that? Because Sharita, her invitation was really cute. I liked her invitation, Sharita's daughter's invitation. I read the invitation because I pay attention. I look at stuff, right? Her invitations were cute. Her daughter looked cute, standing beside her husband, her fiance, her boyfriend, whatever, her child's father, whatever you may call it, right? I was like, oh, this is cute. The food looked nice. They just looked like they had a great time. You know, I'm telling you, I really don't do gender reveals because I don't see the sense, but I could see the concept, you know, and I really, so someone beautifully Hill pulled up decades of years ago of something that's not current. So that means Justice Analyst was spot on about Medusa first. She had to be. And, you know, I hear, excuse me, I was about to call Justice React Medusa. I hear Justice React's commentary also. And, you know, she have her input of things. I just feel like, you know, Justice Reacts can speak about a whole bevy of people. You know, with Roz is probably make the particular content and I just don't always tune into when she's speaking about Roz. I felt like with I'm going to keep it 100. I felt like when someone showed proof of who they are, you lost, right? I want you to catch me if you can. Catch me if you can, right? And then expose me and exploit me. But I'm going to lure you in and keep following so you can keep following. Way to go, good time, right? Right, that's true though. You know, so I didn't even know that she had that. I didn't even know that wasn't current. I'm like, what? That is so crazy. Right, I thought those videos and pics were recent. Lord have mercy. Sharita London, if someone had to pull old information to compare something that's current, then you won. You've been defeated. You know, we're not scared of nobody over here. We take it to the juggler. You know, we give all around the board commentary. Okay. Oh, he did. Rita thought his boyfriend proposed her at the baby shower. So yeah, they feel some type of way. Right. Good time said it. And she summed it up nicely. I appreciate my chat. I appreciate you listening to my insight and my perspective. I love you for listening. You know, listen, I'll be tuning in because I want, and that's what I'm gonna start doing. So y'all don't have to. This is my appreciation to my supporters because I know y'all don't tune in to those people. My ears is gonna be like ringing and burning, but I'm doing it for you, and it's going to be cringe listening to some people, but I'm going to do it for you and report back. So today is Tuesday. We'll see you in a couple of days if I have anything to report on, and maybe I'll probably come back tomorrow and we'll talk about something totally different. And, you know, we could talk about all the things because there's other people on YouTube that we could talk about, and we could talk about it together, you know. So thank you for tuning in and thank you for listening. And I want everyone to have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you, good times. You did your thing. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Sweet Tea, for coming by. Check out Sweet Tea at 9 p.m. because she's going, how you going to say, oh, shut it down on these hoes? I see y'all later. Have a great day. Bye. 1 hour, 17 minutes. That's enough.